and I pray for a blessed year for every one of us, right, on Baby's Price Talk Show. So the first lesson I'm going to mention is praying daily. You know, even like as in a relationship, or even for transactions to occur, right, there has to be a form of communication, and prayer is one key communication that God has blessed us with, right, for us to communicate with Him, right, and which helps us to be in the presence of God, really. And that in 2000, I learned one of the lessons I learned, or one of the topics, right, it's like, so daily, so we'll pray daily, right? So even the Bible said that we should pray without ceasing, right? And one thing is, right, if we are, even, you know, when we decide to pray, sometimes it might seem like we're too busy. It depends on the level of faith or level of fellowship with Christ, right? Because people will whereby there's no how in a day they're going to pray for 5 hours, they're going to pray for 1 hour, they're going to pray for 10 hours, right? They're going to pray for 15 minutes, they're going to pray for 10 minutes, right? And so it's even expensive of, I mean, for example, if you're someone that spends a lot of time praying, right, every day, right, and that means this is you're already like, it's something that's part and parcel of you, right? How about some people are still like struggling, they still they have it in their mind, you know. For example, it's a new year, and probably we've made up our decisions on our plans. Why some haven't, and some are yet, as in some even don't want to make plans, right? So probably part of your plans is just kind of like to increase your prayer life, right? So even if, one thing is that it's important to pray daily, right? So when you try to pray, and probably you can just like make up your mind and say, no, it's actually like something you can start and say, every morning and every evening, right, I'm going to pray. Even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's 10 minutes, I'm going to pray, right? Maybe pray with your children, pray with yourself, or your husband, or a family as a whole. You pray together and make sure that happens. So that helps to kind of break that barrier of you looking for time to pray. And one thing is that even when you're driving your car, you can on your way to work, you can play songs and all that. So, you know, and one thing is that when we are praying, right, it's the reason why it's important for us to keep praying is because it helps us, it's condition our spirits to kind of be in line, being conscious of Christ, right? It's conditions our spirits, and then we are kind of focused on Christ, right? And also, if you can mix it up with daily devotional, it will be good.